Coming up in this video, you probably remember the first scary movie you ever watched because that type of fear sticks with you, and so will these 30 scary videos that are impossible to forget. Number 30, Creature Call. Security footage in this backyard captured something bone-chilling. YouTuber Mike Armitage shares this video. I've never heard that sound before, but many in the comments think they know exactly what it is. After listening to Fox Barks, I'd have to agree. But I'd be just as alarmed as the uploader if I heard this creature call at night. Number 29, Figure in the Road. Traveling down a dark dirt road at night is always a mistake. Shared by YouTube channel Kamzak Like. This video is currently trending in the Vietnamese-speaking YouTube community. I was unable to track down the original source of the footage. A friend group is driving through a forest when they encounter something they never expected.
क्या है यहाँ पे? भाई? भाई? ओए, ओए, भाई? वो आ गई! अरे यार, वो भाई, इसलिए मैंने आपको मना किया था इस रास्ते से रहने दो. आज भाई हम दो भाई हैं.
A figure dressed in black is walking strangely and doesn't seem quite right. It's hard to tell if it's even human.
भाई, उसकी टांगे देखो टांगे. हमें रास्ता दो, हम आपको परेशान नहीं कर रहे. यही आपको बोल रहा था. भाई यार कसम से बता रहा हूँ यार मैं आपको. ये देखो, ओए, ओए, ये क्या कर रही है? वो क्या? ये क्या कर रही है? अपनी तरफ आएगी वो.
As it pauses for effect, the car's passengers start to freak out, and they'll soon have reason to.
अपनी साइड आ रही है. ओ भाई पीछे खा. यार मैंने गाड़ी चल खाई मैंने चल जा भाई. भाई यार.
After the being walks rapidly at them, they have nowhere else to go but backwards. And if I were them, I'd reverse out of here like there's no tomorrow. Number 28, Phenomenon in the Sky. Don't Look Up. Shared on YouTube Shorts by Haunted5, this video was originally posted by TikToker Feelin Malo. According to the video, the neighborhood had been experiencing mysterious activity. Including noises and strange shapes in the sky. That's when this resident security camera captured this. Something darts up into the air, leaving a trail behind it. YouTubers have some wild theories. Many others think it could be a flock of birds or bats coupled with poor camera quality. But I think that's a spirit ascending through the sky. What do you think it is? Number 27, The Encounter. I would jump out of my skin if this happened to me. Redditor Independence No 1182 is wondering where this video footage is from. Tell me if you've seen it before, because I was unable to track down the original source of this footage. Well, no one in the comments seems to know its origin story. They have theories as to what it is. but I know where it's going to end up. It's going straight into my nightmares. Number 26. Spirit clings to her while exploring an abandoned castle with his sister, Matilda. YouTuber David of Projet 71 captures evidence of a presence in the chateau.
Vous êtes avec nous. Oh, 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 oh. Regarde. Moi j'ai le mien qui sonne.
Ouais.
Je peux pas le tenir parce que je te filme, mais c'est pas grave.
Bah,
Non,
donne-moi le
vas-y.
téléphone. Est-ce qu'il y a quelqu'un avec nous? Ah,
Ça sonne?
ouais. Tu l'as vu?
Ouais, je l'ai vu. J'ai vu que un bip.
Later, Matilda is blindfolded and speaks to the spirits. They seem to respond via the K2 meter.
Est-ce qu'il y a quelqu'un avec nous? On a discuté avec une dame, visiblement, tout à l'heure. Est-ce que vous voulez revenir pour parler un petit peu?
Are they speaking with a female spirit? It truly seems like it.
Est-ce qu'il y a une femme avec nous qui aurait vécu ici?
Oh, ça s'allume.
Vous êtes là?
Oh oui, ça s'allume.
Ok.
They plan to head down to the cellar but find someone squatting there.
Les escaliers. Juste là, je crois. Les affaires et tout.
Merde, on est devant le squatter.
And apparently they're a heavy snorer.
Il a le sommeil lourd. Il ronfle en bas. Il ronfle. On va pas le réveiller, on va pas faire ça.
These castle ruins seem to be home to both the living and the spirits. I'm not sure which of these I fear more. Number 25. The eyes are watching. A specter is watching YouTuber hunting specters as he captures raw footage of his haunted home. Keep your eye on the right glass door. Did you see them? The ghost hunter believes the glowing orbs that appear on the glass are the eyes of a demon. They appear in response to him asking the spirit to reveal itself.
Show yourself.
While I don't know for sure if those glowing orbs are necessarily demon eyes, it's hard to discount them when they appear on command. Number 24. So haunted. This place was so haunted that the YouTube team hunting the unknown had to return. This video was originally submitted to the Chills Narrator subreddit by Hovercraft Outside 618. Here's footage from their previous visit.
Let's go this way.
The team is welcomed back upon entering. Here's that greeting, louder. They then hear talking. As they continue through the home, footsteps resound. Then they hear a noise in one of the rooms. I believe someone is still here, but whether it's squatters or spirits, we can only guess. Number 23, Ghosts of Dover. It seems like ghosts of war never leave the battlefield. YouTube team Paranormal Beyond the Grave shares this footage of St. Martin's Battery overlooking Dover's western docks. In one section of the battery, their K2 meter spikes without explanation.
Sentence. Okay.
On their spirit app, they receive the name Nick twice, and again their K2s are triggered.
Nick. Nick. Is you a soldier, Nick? No.
Was that?
Nick. Repeated it.
Nick again?
Nick. Nick's obviously a soldier.
They believe they're speaking with a soldier named Nicholas, and they discover more facts about him.
Big Nicholas. He was a big man. Is that right? By the meter.
As they're listening for more, they hear a noise down the hallway.
Describe.
What was that? What was that? Hello?
Is Big Nick nearby? They don't receive further communication from him, so it's hard to say, but considering the lives lost here, I wouldn't doubt there are spirits around every corner. Number 22, Nancy's here. Nancy makes her presence known to YouTube team SS3 Paranormal. Nancy is the possessed doll on the right.
Now, you give, right, tell you what, you give them a message and tell them, Nancy, you tell them, you give them a message and tell them that you're allowed to still talk to us.
The REM pod device is triggered in response. Do you think that Nancy is there, triggering it?
And tell them, Nancy, you tell them, you give them a message and tell them that you're allowed to still talk to us.
I think she might be, or whatever demon possesses her. Number 21, abandoned evidence. On this terrifying Randonautica adventure, YouTube team Near Shadows finds a stalker's evidence abandoned in the forest.
What is that?
Let's look at it.
Ew, there's little browns. That little.
Oh, it looks like little.
Ugh.
Oh my god. Look.
Oh my.
These like old binoculars.
Beneath the old binoculars lies the real mystery. First, an old address.
What the?
What is that? What's that say?
It's an address.
Whoa.
This is out of like a. This is yellow. You know how when paper gets old and stained?
Then, old photographs.
Oh, this is an old picture.
That's a black. Yeah, that's old. That's black and white, man.
What the? Look, it says July 1951 on the top.
You're right. That's not. There's no way that's 14.
This is like damp, like it's been here a while.
Damn.
597 with. There's like a C on the back of it.
Another photograph from 1954.
51. 1954. Would
You
that
want to see it more?
Would that make sense with the?
You see the shovel? Is that that's a shovel for sure, right?
A little shovel.
And one more.
God,
Like a
look at
time
this
frame?
one.
Oh, that's super old too.
This one looks really old.
This
is like original print.
That's not even black and white. That's like yellow.
I hope you guys can see this without a glare.
And this last object seems to me to be a very pointed clue.
What is it?
Stranger in my house.
Oh, that's weird.
Ronnie Millsap.
Babe,
Stranger in my house.
how is it? Are you not freaked out by that title of that?
I'd definitely be freaked out by that, especially when they feel that people are watching them.
Like there's people around us, like moving.
Oh, like the wrong turn. The people in the trees.
Is anybody here?
Oh.
Did you hear that? Turn this up.
One quick break for the sound of.
A footstep.
Is it just paranoia, or does Near Shadows have a real-life stalker? Considering the name of that record, I think it's the second option. Number 20, McKay Mansion. Located in Virginia City, Nevada, McKay Mansion is purportedly home to many spirits. The YouTube team, Barrier Beyond, investigates the place, and as they invite the spirits in, this happens.
Of this home, if there's anyone who wants to come forward to us, you're welcome to.
Whoa.
Oh,
Was that the wall or the bags? Whoa.
hello.
The first sound seems like the bag falling over to me. The second, though, I'm not so sure. They then receive this creepy message.
Oh.
What did it say? It said he's at the front door. Oh my I didn't hear the door.
The messages continue to recount the place's chilling history.
Two are at the front door. The robbers.
The robbers! That gave me.
Replaying the night. Oh, I just got the chills. My whole body.
Another message confirms the horrible life-taking that happened here.
Protect your head. Protect your
The skull!
The skull!
The skull in the cabinet has a gash in it, from what some say is an ice pick. Later, a Steadicam in one of the empty rooms captures these eerie voices. They sound like children's voices. While this is spooky on its own, I find the messages too accurate to be anything but paranormal evidence. Number 19. Paranormal Urban Exploration. This urbex turns paranormal when YouTube team Terror Alex Stremo starts hearing things in the abandoned place they're exploring. Listen closely. As they look through the window, they hear a bizarre noise. They continue to tour the place and are met with a loud door slam. And on the second floor, a woman's voice is heard. Is there a female spirit stalking them? I think she's here, but at least it's broad daylight. At night, this would be a whole new terror. Number 18. Not rain. It's not raining outside, but you hear this. Redditor G_green OWO shares this video of a mysterious sound coming from who knows where. Listen closely. Many in the comments have theories as to what this is. Personally, I think it's an animal of some kind. It could also be the house settling, or it could be a skinwalker. At least, those are a couple of theories. Number 17. Moundsville Penitentiary. A spirit enters this member of the YouTube team, Crossing Guard Paranormal. During this paranormal investigation, watch closely. Do you see it? Take another look. An orb floats toward him and appears to enter his chest. Here it is again in slow motion. Is it just dust? A bug? A light reflection? Maybe, but I think it could also be a spirit's energy entering the chat. Number 16. Kells Priory. A horrific event occurred at Kells Priory, or the Seven Castles of Kells, in Kilkenny, Ireland, that resulted in the loss of many lives. Now, the massive grounds are believed to be haunted. YouTuber Paranormal Resident brings a psychic medium to the place, and she quickly starts to feel unwell.
So can I ask Rhonda, what type of paranormal activity do you see around here, or what would people experience if they came here in the middle of the night, even during the day?
Heat.
Heat. Okay.
I keep feeling heat rising up from me here.
She also says she's hearing a lot going on around her.
More visual, or would they hear things, or what do you think?
I can hear lots. It's
so
very
audibly.
loud. I think a lot of people could probably hear that. It's very, very loud. I'm surprised. I don't know. You might. I would.
Did hear disembodied voices.
The YouTuber hears things in the spiritual realm as well.
And I can hear horses.
Yes, I heard horses too.
And there's also a man here who keeps telling me he got hit by the back legs of a horse. And he was crippled.
As they're walking around the ruins, an EVP is captured.
It was just a villager. Because villagers. They
also capture this strange roar.
They're like little elf bits,
That's
yeah.
exactly what I see.
Yeah. And
Oh my goodness.
he has a little bit of...
Goodness.
He has a little bit...
That one was loud, but almost creepier to me is an EVP that I hear at this point in the tour that I don't think the crew captured. Listen closely.
I love all this, but...
I hear what sounds like a female voice hiss, yes.
All this, but...
I think the psychic medium is right that there's a lot of noise in this place, and it sounds to me like it wants to tell its story. Number 15. Still here. Is the former resident of this haunted house still here? YouTuber Jean Video Production shares this footage of a potential haunting, and at first glance, it sure seems like it.
Quelqu'un était rentré. J'ai entendu des bruits de pas.
To whom do these footsteps belong to? He then hears a loud bang.
Si je fais des longues...
As he enters a new part of the house, more noise is heard.
Putain, mais c'est pas possible. Est-ce que c'est vous qui faites des bruits? J'ai encore entendu un bruit là. Quelque chose qui a tapé. Je referme la porte. Manifestez-vous si c'est vous. Refaites-le.
Could this just be the house settling? That seems improbable to me. I'm getting some serious vibes from this place. I have no doubt the resident is still here after all. Number 14. Kitchen poltergeist. This ghostly chef is making the rounds. YouTuber Istvan Sabu shares footage of their kitchen poltergeist, and it seems they're on a mission. First, a drawer on the right opens. Then something is knocked over from above the fridge. The activity continues with another drawer opening and more. What looks like a cutting board falls to the floor. And one last thing. I feel this is one angry chef and they're throwing a kitchen tantrum. Number 13. Old Lavaca County Jail. These phantom inmates are starting a riot. YouTube team Haunt Row TV experiences some poltergeist activity at the old Lavaca County Jail. The team asks the spirits to show themselves.
When you make a noise, give us some kind of a sign that you're here and you're interested in talking to us. There we go.
There's movement. I'm not sure what it could be, but it happens again.
Somebody in here.
Yeah.
There it goes again.
This time, it sounds like knocking. Do you hear it? Something is close, and I think it was sentenced 10 years to afterlife. Number 12. Shadow Being. While investigating this haunted factory, YouTube team Amitav Paranormal faces their fear.
Onde você tá? Tá preso, cuidado aí, vai te tacar, mano. Tá lasqueiro. É muito forte.
This poltergeist is not afraid to make some noise. They hear another crash around the corner. And the further they come looking, the angrier it gets. On a thermal device, they capture what they believe is a shadow being.
Então, vamos lá ver se é uma coisa minha. Ó. Aqui, Rafa, olha aqui, Rafa. Passou de novo vermelho, olha ali. Olha ali, Rafa, olha ali. Olha ali. Apareceu e saiu.
I believe there truly is something to fear in this factory.
Olha, Rafa, passou ali. Olha ali. Caramba, mano, vamos lá ver. Vai. Tá aqui. Você viu aquele negócio lá, cara? Vamos lá ver. Cara, tem nada aqui. Eu vi um negócio passando pra cá. Não tá viu primeiro. Quem viu primeiro.
But whatever it is will remain a mystery, at least for now. Number 11. Stay inside. This sound is straight out of a horror film. A deleted Reddit account shares this creepy footage of a strange noise outside the window. Man, that is creepy. I have no idea what it could be other than the sound of an extraterrestrial or horror villain, but Reddit users offer up some other explanations. It does sound like something out of Jurassic Park. I don't know what it is, but that last one made me jump. Number 10, Ghost of the Countess. Pavlishev Bor is home to the Ghost of the Countess, and YouTube team Taboo Seekers of the Paranormal are here for high tea. As they enter the veranda, they believe they capture a scream.
Представляете, тут какие комнаты были? Там... Да. В общем, мы приехали специально в это место.
I'm not sure if I hear it, but I do hear this strange noise as they round the corner inside. From an upper room, they hear grunting.
Вот опять.
They keep capturing noises, grunts, and voices. Then, during a spirit box session, they hear a voice nearby. Is the Countess watching them? I think she might be. There are too many unexplained sounds here to be dismissed. Number 9, the peeker. What is peeking around the corner here? YouTuber Alberto Del Arco and his team are investigating this abandoned place when they start getting the feeling like they're being watched.
Como una cabeza asomándose ahí.
Did you see that? It looks like a pale figure is peeking around the corner. Watch again. Although I can see why they got jump scared, I think this looks like it could just be graffiti. Then again, when they turn around that corner a second time, I don't see the same face. What do you think? Is there a demon watching them? Or is this just a work of street art? I think they should return and check, but only in the light of day. Number 8, Gates Below. YouTuber Kelsey Davies and her team seek some answers at the Brushy Mountain State Penitentiary, reputed to be the gates to the fiery depths below, and even before they enter, strange things unfold.
I keep like seeing things. That sounded like a scream.
It sounds like a woman wailing.
I just heard it again.
Along with the screaming, they capture a disembodied voice. They enter the building and are checking out the cafeteria when they start to feel there's someone there.
Whoa, hold on.
Footsteps?
That was her.
Her who? A moment later, the spirit box has something to add.
Yes, over here.
There's someone in that hallway.
Okay. Someone just cleared their throat.
They start talking about this penitentiary being built upon sacred land when the spirit box seems to confirm it.
It said cursed earlier. Did that say curse something?
It did.
It's something about Native Americans. That's
This taken.
Did you just say sacred land?
Like that. There's something happening.
Then, a moment later, this happens.
Holy shit. I just saw something crawling on the ceiling. I'm not even. I'm shaking right now.
They think the thing they saw crawling on the ceiling was a skinwalker. Is that what they saw? Viewers don't catch a glimpse of it, but I'll take their word for it. Judging from all the sound in the prison, there's something here. And that means the curse lives on. Number 7, farmhouse haunting. A woman contacted the YouTube team, Allegheny Paranormal Investigations, about strange paranormal happenings in her farmhouse. Shadow figures, voices, and a fly and snake infestation has created an inhospitable environment. The team investigates, and they discover early on that they're dealing with pure evil.
Are we scaring you by being around the table? If so, can you give us a sign? The REM pod's going nuts.
What is going on? Dude,
That would freak me out too, but things are about to get even freakier. They hear something outside the farmhouse, and as they exit, a scream resounds.
Oh my.
What?
It sounded like a scream.
Dude, that's what I thought it was.
As they're contemplating what it is, they hear something else.
That one right there is moving back up. Or he started to.
I heard that. That was a human voice.
Yes.
In the far distance.
Back inside, something is with them.
Maybe we
By yourself?
The original part of the house.
Shh. What is that? Come down the steps.
It's on the stairs. They bravely take a picture up the stairwell, and they capture this. It looks to me like a shadow figure is standing on the top of the stairs. As they're discussing it, they discover the spirit doesn't like gossip.
Over to take a picture of it.
Hey.
Did you bump something? No.
Whoa.
Bill, that thing just What?
That bone!
The bone just moved.
That bone flew from down.
What?
That fell down.
In my opinion, this farmhouse is 100% haunted by a malevolent spirit, and its energy is toxic. Number 6, paranormal lockdown. Would you survive a paranormal lockdown in the UK's most haunted house? YouTube team Shook TV Paranormal, overnights at the Antwerp mansion in Manchester, but the spirits don't want them here. During an Estee session, they're told to leave, and an EVP is captured in the background.
Go. Where would you like us to go?
They don't listen to the spirit though and decide to stay. As they're discussing the history of the place, they hear movement in the next room.
Hey, Tay. What's that noise? That was in there. And it's not the dog. The dog's there. That was in there.
In another room, a voice is heard.
We are literally doing this out of respect. We want to help you.
I was said advice.
And then another, this one a child's.
Because we're together, do you want one of us on our own?
What was that?
That was something here.
Was that not your stomach?
No.
That was something.
Something's alive in Antwerp Mansion, and reading between the lines, I don't think it wants visitors. Number 5, Monroe House. Otherwise known as the Demon House, the Monroe House has a sinister energy between its walls. While communicating through a Ouija board, YouTube team Hauntings with Hodge is answered through a spirit app.
You just turn it back on if you do like it when people come here.
Navy.
They ask the spirit if it's watching, and they receive an answer through the flashlight.
Are you watching from a distance? Oh my not they're with us, they're just not using the Ouija.
The spirits here refuse to communicate through the Ouija board, but they respond in all other forms.
If you're still with us, give us another sign. She's over there. Mm-hmm. Trying to get that. Oh.
They ask a question and get an apt reply.
Are there 2 spirits here? Yes or no?
Infant.
Oh my. Oh my.
Apparently, an infant passing away is reputed to have happened here. This is why the team is in shock. This place is giving life-taking vibes, and I believe it's telling the truth. Number 4, Tunnel Phantom. A woman allegedly had her life taken in this tunnel system during World War II. YouTube team Dead City Paranormal investigates the historic place, and they get an immediate reading.
Oh, Matt.
What?
My KT started going off.
Already?
Yeah. As soon as I walked in.
Mad.
There was literally no signal down here as well to interfere with.
Yeah, literally nothing.
0 bar.
They find plenty of nightmarish items in the tunnel rooms, including this.
Is that bloody Chucky, innit?
It does, yeah.
Look at his eyes.
And this.
It's a pretty old photo, that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's mad how they don't smile in pictures, isn't it?
I know. They always look so miserable, yeah.
They then get to the investigation and ask how the woman had her life taken in this tunnel.
Can you tell us how it happened?
No,
I swear, mate.
No way, that's literally just answered you.
They ask another question and are answered.
Did you come to work here when you were injured? Yeah.
That's so relevant.
I know. When you were
Later, during a spirit box session, Adam feels a tap on his shoulder.
Something just touched my shoulder, mate. Something just touched my fucking shoulder. What was that?
What was what?
Did you hear the disembodied laugh?
What was that?
What was what?
What was that?
I think these guys are about to solve a decades-old mystery, but they might be too freaked out to see the investigation to its end. Number 3, Birddale Railway Tunnel. We're back in a tunnel, this time with YouTuber, new motorcycle guy. Someone passed away during the construction of Burdale Railway Tunnel, so the team wants to see if there's any paranormal activity here. They're getting no response through the Spirit app. Just as they're deciding to leave it for later, they receive this message.
Leave it a bit later and we'll try again shortly.
Am I dead?
I'm sorry, you are, yes.
Maybe that's why the Spirit took so long to answer. They weren't sure if they had passed away. It has another question for them.
Why did you come?
To say hello.
The Spirit seems to be interrogating them instead of the other way around, and the atmosphere adds to the tension.
Why?
We are curious. Can you tell us what happened?
But the creepiest bit of this investigation is caught by a viewer. As they head out of the place, there's a graveyard, and YouTuber ProdZix7206 catches sight of what appears to be a hand on the gravestone. Watch closely. Did you see it? While the rest of the communication was intriguing, this part scares me the most. It's like someone is climbing out of their grave. Number 2, Billy Creek Village. Comprising 38 abandoned buildings, Billy Creek Village is spread across 70 acres of land. YouTuber Chelsea of Project Fear has been challenged to spend the night there, alone. Will she make it? The minute she enters, I'm freaked out already.
Holy smokes. Scary. That scared me so bad.
You're not alone, Chelsea. I'm scared too. All the noises are enough to send your paranoia yeeting.
Is there anybody here with me right now? Oh, just a closet. Woo, thank God.
Next, she enters the church, and she's in for another scare.
Oh my. Whoa. Oh my.
Leave it to the cats to jump scare us all. She enters a location where another team captured a photo of a little boy.
Absolutely terrifying. Whoa. Hello? Is there somebody here with me?
Although no one answers, I think they're just shy, or maybe not.
What is that?
In another house, every sound is terrifying.
Dude! I just heard the loudest noise.
She asks the spirit to make a noise.
Upstairs, if you want me to go up there. I'm gonna ask one more time.
And then she hears this.
I am hearing footsteps like someone's in the house. I actually feel like there's I don't even want to turn on my flashlight. Sounds like someone's walking, like full blown.
A moment later, Chelsea is finally convinced to leave.
Like I heard distinct footsteps. Holy sh**. I am not kidding you. I'm out of here. Like I'm gone. I'm done. Nope. Holy sh**.
Who could blame her? I was anxious the entire time watching from the safety of my living room. I can't imagine how she felt being hunted. If it was me doing this challenge, I would have been long gone already. I've got a challenge for you. Since you've made it this far, why not like this video and hit subscribe in the next 5 seconds? Because I upload 4 new scary videos every week. If you're curious about what I look like in real life, then go to my Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT and tap that follow button to find out. Number 1. Mysterious message. After receiving a strange text message, YouTuber Adam Ghost Trapper follows the lead into this dark basement, ill-prepared for what he's about to meet. He comes across a living being enclosed in a cage.
I found the scary cage unlocked. I saw something moving slowly inside. I saw a human silhouette. My instincts told me, leave the basement, your life in the grave danger.
The girl is taped and clearly being held against her will, or is she? When Adam removes the tape, she does this.
I shouted.
He knows he's in danger, so he flees, promising to return with help while she continues to laugh creepily.
Okay, I will back with the help. Sorry.
But as he tries to flee, someone follows close behind.
That work off. It's a trap.
This is a trap, and things get scarier from here. Although this is fiction, this video serves as a warning to investigators to trust no one, and I think that's apt advice for everyone.